Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am officially back from maternity leave and I am so excited to be back in the kitchen producing content for y'all again. Honestly, I really missed it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna miss it or not, but I did. I missed the content creation part of it, but I also missed you guys. I missed like the connection that we all have over here on YouTube. I feel like we're one big happy family. So yeah, I missed y'all, but I also thoroughly enjoyed my time off because I got to bond with my baby girl, you know, rest, relax, recover, all the things that come with postpartum. Of course, there were also a lot of sleepless nights during that time. If you're a mom, you know that newborn phase is no joke. Like, people can warn you about it, but it's not until you go through it yourself that you realize, wow, I did not know I could run off such little sleep. But anyway, we are back in business and I figured I'd keep it super simple today and share one of my favorite healthy soup recipes. I can't tell y'all how many times I made this soup postpartum because it's so delicious, but not only that, it's a very easy way to get in lots of nourishing vegetables and protein all in one meal. It's also meal prep friendly, so you can prep it and keep it in the fridge for up to 4 to 5 days, or you can even batch prep it and put it in your freezer for up to 3 months. But I really believe that it was meals like this that helped me to lose that baby weight postpartum without dieting or being super strict with my calories. My main focus postpartum was really just eating as healthy as possible so that my hormones would come back into balance naturally. Weight loss was definitely not my main focus postpartum, although of course, you know, at some point I wanted to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. But my belief is that if your body is healthy and in balance, then in time that excess weight is going to naturally come off. So I'm calling this my weight loss soup because I do believe it played a role with restoring nutrients back into my body with all the vegetables, and of course protein is great for supporting your hormones, both of which are very important when it comes to healthy weight loss. And as always, you can print off the full recipe and macros over on the blog post, which I'm gonna have linked for y'all in the description box below. But I am so excited for y'all to try this soup recipe, so let's head to the kitchen and get started. In a large soup pot over medium heat, add in 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, and while that's heating up, let's quickly chop up 1 yellow onion. By the way, if you haven't seen my video on how to quickly cut an onion, you have to watch it because it'll save you so much time in the kitchen. Going back to the stovetop, add the chopped onion and let it saute for about 5 to 10 minutes or until they're slightly soft and translucent. Then add in 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Saute that another minute or 2. And now let's add 2 pounds of ground turkey and just let that cook until it's fully browned. You can also use ground chicken or ground beef. While that's cooking, let's get a head start on chopping up the vegetables, starting with 2 cups of sliced carrots. Carrots are not only a great source of beta carotene, but they're also packed with vitamin C, K, and potassium, and they have a good amount of fiber, which is going to help to keep you regular and promote colon health. Next, let's chop up 1 cup of celery. Celery is such a good weight loss food because it's low in calories, high in fiber, and it's packed with antioxidants and minerals. Celery can also help to reduce inflammation and boost immunity. Going back to the stovetop, let's check on the ground turkey mixture. Once it's fully cooked through, add in 2 tablespoons of salt-free Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Give it a good mix until the seasonings are fully incorporated. Then add in 8 cups of chicken broth. You can also use vegetable broth or bone broth. Turn the heat to high and bring it to a boil. Add in the chopped carrots and celery. Then reduce the heat to low-medium, add a lid, and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. While that's cooking, let's finish chopping up the rest of the vegetables, starting with 2 cups of cubed sweet potatoes. Now you can substitute the sweet potato with butternut squash for an even lower calorie meal. I've tried it both ways and it's always delicious. But the sweet potatoes are going to make this soup a little more filling and hearty while also providing extra nutrients and fiber. Next, you'll need 1 cup of green beans. I'm going to cut them into about 2-inch pieces, but of course you can make them smaller or larger. And I feel like fresh green beans are such an underrated vegetable. I remember as a kid gathering green beans from my grandmother's garden, and we'd add them to pretty much every soup recipe. But they're so good for you, and they're low calorie and packed with nutrients and fiber, which make them a great weight loss food. All right, let's add the sweet potatoes and green beans to the pot. Give it a good stir. And lastly, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of cabbage. And today I'm just going to use the pre-shredded cabbage to speed things up. Add that to the pot and just continue to let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes or until all of the vegetables are soft and easy to pierce with a fork. And once they're good and soft, add in 1 cup of chopped zucchini. You can also use yellow squash, along with 1 14-ounce can of chickpeas. And make sure you drain and rinse them really well. But the chickpeas are going to add an extra boost of protein and fiber, making this soup even more weight loss friendly. If you're not a fan of chickpeas, you can substitute them with white beans. And I'm also going to add 1 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. Give it a good mix. And continue to let it simmer for about another 10 minutes or so, or until the zucchini is soft. But like I said earlier, I ate this soup countless times postpartum because it's packed with so many vegetables and it's high in protein. And I truly believe incorporating meals like this helped me to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight more quickly and with little effort. But this soup recipe makes 10 servings, and 1 serving is less than 300 calories and has over 20 grams of protein. And did I mention that it's super delicious and full of flavor? Y'all, even my husband couldn't believe how good it is, especially for it to be a weight loss soup and low calorie. He literally kept asking for seconds. And the best part is that this soup is also meal prep friendly. It'll last in the fridge for up to 4 to 5 days and in the freezer for up to 3 months. So it's great for batch prepping as well. And whenever I'm freezing it, I like to use these pre-portioned silicone molds so that way I can defrost 1 serving at a time. And the silicone makes it very easy to where it just pops right out. And I'll usually just reheat it in a saucepan over low-medium heat. Well, all right, y'all, that is it for today's video, my healthy weight loss soup recipe, and I can't wait to hear your feedback. Come back, comment on this video, let me know how you like it. You can also rate this recipe over on the recipe card on my blog, and that way I can see your feedback over there as well. Now, if you give any of my recipes or my healthy meal preps a try, don't forget you can tag me in your stories over on Instagram, and I will reshare that on my stories. I love seeing y'all recreate my recipes. It keeps me motivated. But anyway, that's it for today, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!